Welcome to MxGP, the channel for all things motocross. From the latest news to exclusive content, we've got you covered.
AMA. In the 450SX class, Chase Sexton took the win last weekend in Georgia, cutting into his gap to points leader Eli Tomac. P1 in the standings, Tomac and P2 Cooper Webb both started outside the top 5 before finishing 5th and 4th, respectively, which allowed Webb to gain 1 point on Tomac. Entering today, Tomac has a 6-point advantage over Webb and a 17-point advantage over Sexton. We have only seen one other rider outside of these three to take a win, Ken Roczen, but others have shown speed. Seems like a win is just around the corner each week for Justin Barcia. Does the New York native get his first win of 2023 at his home race? This will be an East/West showdown, so let's take a quick look at both 250SX regions. In the 250SX West region, Jet Lawrence has a commanding championship lead over RJ Hampshire and Levi Kitchen. In the 250SX East region, Hunter Lawrence has a commanding lead of his own. Hunter's points gap is currently 45 points, so if he ends today with a 52-point lead, then he will hoist a #1 plate tonight. Riders from both coasts are excited to compete against the entire 250 cubic centimeters field today. The showdown puts all the best West riders in one heat, then all the East riders in another heat, meaning several main event staples/bubble guys might not make it right through their heat tonight. These showdowns have been wild in the past, so we should be in for good racing tonight. Free practice. The 250SX West region was up first. It was Pierce Brown leading the field around both on the track and on the live timing and scoring, as his 49.623 was the fastest lap early. Jet Lawrence jumped to the top of the board with a 48.283. The Lawrence would put down a 47.619 to top the 250SX West region free practice session over Max Voland and Enzo Lopez. When the 250SX East region took to the track, points leader Hunter Lawrence was out front. Chris Blows was P1 early with a 48.893 until Jordan Smith and Hunter Lawrence bumped Blows back to P3. Hayden Deegan put down a 49.303 to move into P1 in the session. Deegan's time would top the East region group, although the times were a little slower than the 250SX West region. The 450SX free practice got underway and Justin Barcia got out front first, ahead of Eli Tomac. The duo also led the qualifying. Aaron Plessinger had a crash in the first rhythm section as he came up short on a jump and hit the ground. He was able to get up on his own power with the help of 2 Alpinestars medical crew members and then was helped onto the medical cart. Barcia topped the board with a 48.167. Check out the big line he was doing in the first rhythm section, triple quad triple. He was one of the riders doing this line yesterday during the press day riding session. Combine qualifying sessions. 250SX West region. Jet Lawrence and Levi Kitchen got the fake hole shot together in the second 250SX West region session. Jet Lawrence had a 48.813 that put him first on the board over Pierce Brown, 49.343, and Enzo Lopez, 49.381. Carson Mumford put in a 48.895, which was briefly P2 until a Max Voland heater, 48.865, bumped Mumford to third. Late in the session, RJ Hampshire's fast lap of 48.563 moved him into P2. Jet Sun topped the 250SX West region combined qualifying. 250SX East region. When the 250SX East region gates dropped on the fake start, it was Hunter Lawrence ahead of the field. Hayden Deegan rounded the first turn in second as they went to work finding their flow. Jordan Smith jumped up to P2. He would go down twice and pull off before the end of the session, as he picked up his mechanic and went straight for the pits. Smith ended the session in second. Deegan had a crash of his own as he was exiting the whoops. Hunter Lawrence topped the East region combined qualifying with a 48.701. 450SX, after a wild opening lap of the first 450SX Group A qualifying session where Eli Tomac crashed hard and did not rejoin the session, the second session saw early carnage as well. Frederick Noren cartwheeled hard on the starting straight as the field rushed around the 180-degree turn before the whoops. Then, moments later, Justin Barcia accidentally cut in front of Adam Cianciarulo, and AC slammed into Barcia and went down hard. AC was sitting catching his breath as the rest of the session continued to circulate the track. He was tended to by the Alpinestars medical crew, then stopped in the mechanics area for a brief time before he went out and started to put down some qualifying laps. As the fast laps started to filter in, it was the number 46 of Justin Hill who sat atop of the board. Tomac's early fast lap of 50.643 was 11th in the session as he reportedly dealt with a Charlie horse from his crash earlier. Jason Anderson put in a heater, 47.707, to move into first in the session and first on the day, besting Ken Roczen's first qualifying time. Anderson finished first overall in combined qualifying for the second time this season, ending a 6-week streak of P1 overall qualifying finishes by Chase Sexton. Justin Hill was third as his brother Josh was 8th. Cooper Webb finished the session 6th, Tomac 7th, and Cianciarulo 12th.